Picture this. You're a little kid, and your name is Timmy. Timmy loves video games. Timmy also has an interest in cars. You know, like most kids do. One day, Timmy heard about an open-world video game that revolves around cars. Imagine the excitement Timmy must have felt upon hearing that news. He was ecstatic. The game allowed you to drive over 40 cars, 5 whole kilometers to drive around with complete freedom. There was multiplayer too, so Timmy could play with his friends, John and Jim, on top of the single player mode. For Timmy, it wasn't just a game. It was destiny. That game is Ubisoft's The Crew, released back in 2014. But Timmy had a problem. He's broke. The game costs $60, which is pretty steep, even in 2014. But he didn't let that stop him, no. Timmy is determined to get that game. He was willing to do whatever it took to get it. So, he mowed lawns, walked dogs,
Jimmy,
made lemonade stands,
Yeah.
sit on babies. He hustles, he grinds, all for that one glorious day when he can finally hold his very first self-bought video game. And of course, he finally gets enough money to make that sweet, sweet purchase he's always dreamed of. A physical copy of The Crew. His hard work finally paid off. He can just relax and play the game like he always wanted to. The game was mid, but it wasn't the point. The point is that this was Timmy's game. He earned it. He owned it. Nobody could take that away from him. After all, it was his hard-earned cash that he used to buy it. It's not going anywhere, right? Unfortunately, one day, Timmy boots up his PlayStation, ready to cruise across America. Instead, he was greeted by this. The servers were down. Timmy was curious, so he looked it up and discovered that not only were the servers down, they were essentially gone. They were shut down. Timmy thought to himself, that sucks, but at least I can still play single player, right? Right? Wrong! Get used to not owning your games, pal. But I paid for it. We don't give a shit! I worked hard for it. You can't just take it away. You stupid idiot. Of course we can. You just own the license, you dumbass. We can take it away anytime we want. Didn't you read the 7,000 words of terms and conditions? Crying sound effect. That's what I thought. Let's go harass more of our female staff! Scenes like this are happening throughout the galaxy. To my knowledge, this is the only time something like this has happened. But that doesn't mean it won't happen again. Especially when so many companies in the gaming industry seem to have the same thing in their terms or end-user license agreements. So, why do they do this? One word: profit. As soon as a game isn't bringing them as much cash as it used to, they pull the plug on it. To them, it's not about preserving the game, the memories, or the players. It's about cutting costs. And honestly, it really sucks. But luckily, there is something to help, and it's called Stop Killing Games. Stop Killing Games is an initiative started by Ross Scott. Bless you, Ross. The initiative aims to challenge the legality of publishers destroying games they have sold to customers, and most video games work indefinitely, but a growing number are designed to stop working as soon as publishers end support. This effectively robs customers, destroys games as an art form, and is unnecessary, just like what happened to Timmy. Our movement seeks to pass new law in the EU to put an end to this practice. So, over the past few weeks, the popularity of Stop Killing Games has skyrocketed. I mean really skyrocketed. In just a couple weeks, maybe even less than that, it gained more than 500,000 signatures during those weeks alone, reaching its goal of 1 million signatures. It simply asks companies to 1. Require video games sold to remain in a working state when support ends. 2. Require no connections to the publisher after support ends. And 3. Not interfere with the business practices while the game is still being supported. If you're from the EU and haven't signed the petition, please consider doing so. It could make a real difference. If you are not from the EU but still want to support the growth of Stop Killing Games, just spread the word. That alone is enough. Let's own our games again and let the industry know that we are not okay with this.
But Gray, you just said the petition reached its goal of 1 million signatures a minute ago. So why should we still sign it?
That's a good question, fellow subscriber or viewer or whoever you are. Actually, the petition needs to get around 1.4 million signatures to make up for invalid or duplicate signatures. And 1.4 million is the lucky number to prevent that. Hopefully. Okay, now that I've yapped about that, why is it important? Well, mainly because I believe that if we spend our hard-earned money on something, I expect to keep it as long as I want it to. Like, I think it's reasonable. It's more than reasonable. It's fair. I work hard to get money and I spend my hard-earned cash. I would expect to keep it, you know. It's just common sense. And on the other hand, I grew up with video games. And it's been a huge part of me growing up. It was a window for me to escape reality and immerse myself in amazing worlds. I could be a superhero, cowboy, Jedi, a space engineer, literally anything. I started with playing robots on my Game Boy, and yes, it's the robots, based off the Robots movie. And now, I'm playing for Elden Ring Night Rain. I changed a lot since then, and gaming has changed with me. The point is, it's more than just a hobby. It's basically a part of who I am, and I appreciate the medium as an art form. I know thousands of people feel this way too, if not millions of them. That's why I'm urging you to please keep sharing the initiative, even though it's reached this goal. I will link the initiative in this video's description, and together, hopefully, we can see lasting change in the industry for the better. Also, fuck you, Pirate Software.